Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I am showing you, it's a pretty simple set, but I really liked the length and shape of this set, so I wanted to record it for you. So I've applied my Pro Impressions Advanced Competition tapered tips as always, and cut and filed them to shape and applied my clear base, which you can see me do in other videos. And then I'm coming in with CJP Birthday Suit, applying that in a one bead method, really tucking my brush in at the cuticle to get that nice flush application. And then as you've seen, I walk the rest of the bead down the nail using the belly of my brush. And then here I'm just coming back in and adding more product in that apex area. And I'm trying to keep the majority of the product in that apex area, rather than just wiping it up the whole nail. So this nail I am doing a smile line, again using Birthday Suit. So I get my first bead on, push it out to both sides, and I make sure it's blended in with the natural nail, so you don't get any shadowing when you apply your second bead. And I'm using my big boy brush here, which is like a size 12-14 from CJP, and the one monomer. And it's been my first week back at work this week since lockdown, so it's absolutely flown by, which is why I'm only uploading them, all these videos now, because I've just had a crazy busy week. So then I apply my cuticle bead, tilting my client's finger down, really tucking that brush into the cuticle and just blending up the top of that bead. As you can see, I kind of tap the very end of the bristles sort of into the cuticle. So you're keeping a barrier, so you will have a tiny hairline gap, but you can't really tell that there's any gap at all, which is what you want. Obviously, you don't want to be touching the skin with the product. I'm just making sure that smile line's nice and neat and you've got that wall all the way around. So on this nail, I'm starting off with coconut milk in that cuticle area. Again, getting it flush and just blending the top of that bead up towards the tip. This set was one inspired by a set that Sophie Garbutt did. My client liked, so she wanted me to recreate something similar. And as you can see, I'm always smoothing out my acrylic, so I like to apply my acrylic really nice and smooth, so I haven't got as much finish filing to do. And then I'm dipping into crystal glass and into Pink Delight glitter from the Glitter Planet. I just push and place those little pieces where I want them to go. So then on this nail, I'm doing an ombre, so I'm starting with coconut milk, getting that tip covered and then blending back while it's still nice and wet, so you get that nice smooth blend. You don't want to wait and mess about too long at the tip before you blend it back, otherwise you'll just get a line. And then you'll end up applying the nude thicker to cover that line, which obviously you don't want. So keep it as thin as possible and really blend it back while it's still nice and wet. And then coming in with Birthday Suit again in that cuticle area. Just getting it flush in the cuticle and just blending up the top of the bead, and then flush to the other side and blending up, just blending that top bit. And by doing this, you're keeping the majority of that product in the cuticle area. So by just blending the top of it, you're creating that nice seamless blend. And I will be doing an ombre and smile line masterclass very soon. That is my next one. I have already done shaping and marbling, which are still able, you can still pay for those and watch them back if you're interested. But keep your eyes peeled on my social media for the next class. So I've just capped that last nail, and I'm coming in now and capping this one in crystal glass. And this nail is another full nail of birthday suit. So getting the majority of the bead on in one bead. Again, as you can see, I'm just really tapping into that cuticle using the very tip of my brush. And then pulling the rest of it down using the belly of my brush. So then I come back to the smile line and refine all the way around. I'm using a 100 grit file to do this, keeping the file nice and flat against that wall. So then fill that tip area with coconut milk right up into those very corners. Then on to filing, always the same technique, starting off underneath, making sure the nail comes out nice and straight. contouring around that shape to make sure it's nice and neat. Come round and contour the side wall around the cuticle area and up the other side wall. And then down the barrel of the nail. Starting from the cuticle and working the way up, making sure you're keeping your apex in the right place. And I have done a shaping masterclass which is still available on Facebook to watch back if you're interested in paying and watching that back. I will leave the link to my Facebook page in the description box, so if you are interested you can message me and like my Facebook page or add me on Facebook to keep an eye out of all my future classes. And then I remove all the dust, wipe over with acetone, and I'm applying my CJP Time to Shine top coat to all the nails, and then I cure in my LED lamp for 60 seconds. And here's your finished look. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.